guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patea here with a quick video for you today. This is a total impromptu video that I'm filming for you. Obviously I grabbed my camera and I've come out here because this is actually a subject that I have thought about talking with you about, and I'm not an expert and I'm learning a lot of things as I go, but I think I've learned enough to be able to say what I'm going to say. But I got onto Facebook and I'm on several homesteading sites, things that I read. And I just read a prayer request for a 72-year-old man who was stomped so critically by his cow in the field that he is now paralyzed. It did not kill him, but it is pretty bad. Okay, so you have a situation where you have an elderly gentleman who is a farmer dependent upon his farm. From what I also understood, he has lost his son that helped him potentially, so there's no one to help him. So this is a really bad situation. The video is not necessarily about this gentleman. This is about homesteading dangers. Talked about this before, injury on a homestead and whatever. And it's just so funny that this came up today because I actually have talked to some folks, and I even put a post up about buying some new boots. I have sloggers, and I've had LL Bean, and I've had hiking boots and different things like that. And all of those different things work great on a farm, in a garden, until you get large animals. It does not. You just can't do it. My little chicken sloggers are the cutest things I've ever bought, or my husband bought for me. Love him. That he bought for me for one of my Mother's Day presents. And I love them. They're comfortable. They're great. I think they're cute. The whole 9 yards. And they're pretty, they do a good job. Until a cow steps on your foot. So I'm going to do something. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out, so pray for me too. I'm going to take you with me. You're going to walk with me, okay? I'm going to take you to the front of the barn. It is feeding time for me. In the evening, I separate my animals. You're walking. And I'm talking. I've already prepared just one container of sweet feed. Very sweet feed. And depending upon my angle here, I'm going to see where she's at. I'm going to take you. Oh, she already knows. Psh. She already knows. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I'm going to show you, hopefully, the force of these animals. Because a lot of you out there are telling me and asking me about, should you get a dairy cow? Of course I'm going to tell you to get a dairy cow, but I'm going to tell you a lot of the precautions first. I want you to see her. Sweet, lover, sweetness, aren't you? Let's go. That's for sweet feed. Okay? That's for sweet feed. Now, I will tell you right now, the reason I bring her in is because when I go down there to feed those pigs down there in the corner, and even if she has been fed a lot, her full feed, her full grain, she's been fed her non-GMO feed too, and she's been fed a big old flake of hay. If she knows I'm going across the field over there, guess what's coming at me across the field? Not because she's aggressive. It's not because she's mean. It's because she's a cow. Their instinct is to eat. They want to eat. She's producing milk. She is producing milk for a baby. She's not trying to hurt me. She's not trying to accidentally run over anything if she happens to, which we have not had that problem. She's not going to push these animals out of the way on purpose, the goats. She'll burp if you heard that. She wants her feed. There's two things you need to know. Cattle and horses, and even goats to a degree, are nothing like having rabbits and chickens. Now, I know that sounds like the biggest duh, but I am telling you right now, until you are knocked back 6 feet, or have your nose broken and your face crushed, or have one of them standing on your foot, And that is that's a lucky story, y'all. Okay, it's luck. There is no way that you can understand the sheer power of these animals. And it takes nothing but pure respect for their being. Belle is a very small cow. Okay, when we got her, she weighed around 900 pounds. Compared to most, to large cattle, she is small. You see this little thing right here coming up? That's her heifer. That's Miss Maybelle. She's about 4.5 months old. She is well over 200 pounds. That's probably not even, we're probably at 250 or more at this point. I don't really know. We haven't weighed her. But I can tell you what, when she turns the corner, she will knock you down. So the point of this whole video is not to tell you what you should or should not do on your farm. That's not my business. But what I am going to tell you to say is you gals out there that are contacting me that see me milking my cow and love this and love that, hey, I was in your place too, and I'm encouraging you to be, if this is what's in your heart to do and be on your homestead, then get it. Get it. Have the proper place for them, but you better do a lot of homework. And I'm going to tell you what, you better understand that their size alone, I'm going to tell you, it can kill you. Okay? That's not blowing smoke. That's not drama. Having been injured by Belle was life-changing for me and is still life-changing for me. I'm not scared of a whole lot, but we had fed her, and when I went to feed the pigs, I did not account for her bucking and charging across the field to come get the hog food as well. It took one time for me to see her do that, for me to understand real quick, she's not trying to hurt me. I already knew that. She's not trying to hurt me. This is about her existence and what she knows. She knows where I want the good stuff. I ran out of my good stuff. They love this dairy, this high-protein dairy sweet, the molasses yumminess. And when hers ran out and she thinks maybe they're getting something, she's going to come after it too. See, she's just doing everything she can right here. If you have cattle, if you have a dairy cow, you have to understand the element in terms of how they behave with feed. Her being bred right now, she is particularly more hormonal like a woman. She's moody. She is demanding about her feed. And she is fiercely, fiercely protective of that baby right there. Now, it's eased up because she's far more independent now. But I can tell you one thing. I tried to, in a supervised way, bring Cochise, my Great Pyrenees, out just for a introduction. Now, they're already introduced through the stalls and whatnot. I did not think she was going to harm the Great Pyrenees because she was being aggressive, but she was making her point. It's her sheer size. So with whatever you are planning to add to your homestead, cattle, dairy cow, goat, I'm going to tell you, goat stepping on your foot's not real fun. You're going to knock that off, aren't you? But I will tell you that there are things that you need to be aware of in terms of whether you are alone, how are you managing things in terms of, like for example, if I feed her, when I bring her in the barn, I make sure that her feed in her stall is fully set up. That's how I got injured the first time, is because I didn't follow that protocol. Or I have a way to feed her over the fence. Okay? If I'm working in this field at all, if I know for a fact that she is not fully fed and just content and there's no distractions, then I know for a fact that I can brush her and pet her. It's not about her being mean to me. It's not about her being aggressive. It's just about her sheer size. Have proper footwear, very good boots. I would be very particular in terms of what I wear, depending on what job that I do. Make sure you can't get tangled up, okay? Make sure that whatever you're doing with your cow, that there is no way that you can get physically tangled up to where they can literally stomp on you, okay? I know another story of a gentleman that was actually killed by cattle during feeding time. They didn't do it on purpose. They wanted their feed. He was in the way. Guess what happened? Take all precautions with what you do, particularly with your children. I would not have your children managing these animals fully by themselves if you don't know what you're doing. If you are somebody that's been homesteading for 30 years and Papa touched this and Mama touched that and you around this and you around that, that may be different. A lot of new homesteaders don't have that type of background. Think about all of these things. I hope this helps someone out. I hope I got to show you what I meant. I really need to film her coming at you across the field, if possible. I don't want to do that because I don't want her to fall, and plus I know she's bred, but just getting a little speed on her, I'm telling you, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. So we'll talk to you soon. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you see here at Appalachia's Homestead. I hope this helps some of you all out in terms of thinking about what's right for your homestead and safety precautions that you need to take in terms of clothing and manageability with these animals. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, our blog, and we'll talk to you all soon. And you all take care and you all be safe out there. You ready to eat? Ready? Say hi.